Today on LTV News, we discuss the brand new Cromwell Hall.
Also, we touch up on exciting developments following Campus Town, as well as hearing from our special correspondent regarding the fall comedy show. Stay tuned. Hello TCNJ, I'm Sydney Weinbaum.
And I'm Kate Cartonito. Let's get started with today's stories. The 2013-2014 school year kicked off with the reopening of Cromwell Hall after a year of renovations. Over $7 million was spent on updating plumbing, bathrooms, floors, lounges, and laundry rooms. The exterior of the building was also revamped to include new floors, wall finishes, and a new roof. Upperclassmen may remember the building was closed due to hazardous materials during the previous year. According to the Signal, the renovations did not start until the materials had been removed, beginning in May 2012 and ending 2 months later in July. The renovation of Cromwell has been a potential project for many years here at TCNJ. The architect for the project had been approved in 2010, while the designs had taken about a year. The total construction time took about 15 months, though the renovations are not yet completed. There are still some finishing touches to be put on Cromwell's interior, including signs, door installation, and column covers. The renovation of the 6th-floor residence hall will be experienced for years to come.
The college has been ranked as the #1 public college in the northern region for the 20th consecutive year by the U.S. News & World Report. According to a college press release, the 2014 rankings for the best regional universities have had the college as the #1 public college and #5 overall school among public and private colleges in the north. Also, the college earned the #1 spot as the best undergraduate teaching school in the country. It has also been noted that the college has the highest regional average freshman retention rate in the region at 95%. TCNJ yet again has managed to stay at the top. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll hear from Falaki Ailoge, who will report from last week's comedy show. We'll be right back.
Over this past weekend, the College Union Board brought co-headliners Fred Armisen and Mike Birbiglia to TCNJ for the fall comedy show. You may know Armisen from his time on Saturday Night Live or from his sketch comedy series Portlandia, while Birbiglia can be recognized from his specials on Comedy Central or from his independent comedy film Sleepwalk With Me. Prior to the show, Lions Television was invited to have a group audio-only interview with the comedians. As expected, both comedians were absolutely hilarious the entire time and were incredibly nice. I first asked them what one of the biggest challenges was of being a comedian, and after a bit of contemplation, Birbiglia responded, "Being a self-employed comedian is much harder than being employed because it's up to you to not only make your art, but also to get it out there." Armisen added that from a stand-up side, what's challenging is that the venue physically changes from every show. He said, "You never really know who your audience is going to be, so you sort of have to literally read the room and be like, these are drunks, these are smart people, these are dumb people, these are beautiful people." The comedians then joked about how hard it is to please a beautiful audience because they aren't amused by things and they don't want to mess up their faces by laughing, so they just smoke and eat M&Ms. I also asked about the upcoming projects, and Armisen explained that he would continue to work on Portlandia. He also gave us insight that once he has more time, he might do some more live shows as Ian Rubbish, a fictional punk rocker that debuted on SNL. Birbiglia let us know that he has a tour going on called Thank God for Jokes, and he also has a new special called My Boyfriend's Girlfriend that is now on Netflix. He's also writing an adaptation of his last show into a movie that should be completed by next summer. That's all for me. I'm Falaka Ailoge. Thanks for joining. Back to you, Kate and Sydney.
Thanks so much for that, Falake. Now back to your TCNJ news. Students around campus have seen the fence for Campus Town has been up since the spring semester. Campus Town was originally set to be completed by fall 2014, although they have since run into a few problems. Specifically, issues surrounding the implementation of a Barnes & Noble and its operating parameters have set the date back around a year, the Signal reports. Students will be happy to know that Campus Town is set to contain a convenience store, sandwich shop, sushi restaurant, yogurt shop, brew pub, as well as apartments made available to students. Students should be able to see the building foundations by around spring 2014. And hopefully will be readily completed by fall 2015.
TCNJ has opened its environmentally responsible carpool program to student drivers. The program's name is Lions Pool. Originally, it was designed to faculty and staff only, but is now available to all campus drivers. Lions Pool was started by Brian Potter, an associate political science professor and director of the International Studies program. The remaining piece needed for this program is more participants. Hopefully, this program will be in effect soon. Moving on, Joe Vasile, our sports correspondent, has stopped by to share a few quick details about Athletic Campus. Joe, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. The fourth-ranked TCNJ women's soccer team defeated the Framingdale State College Rams 1-0 to improve their record to 5-0 on the season. Junior Leigh Appelstein scored the lone goal for the Lions in the 39th minute. The team will play at FDU Florham on Thursday before playing their first home game of the season Saturday at 1:00 p.m. against Ramapo College. The men's team also had a good week, playing to a 1-1 draw against third-ranked Stevens Tech and pulling out an exciting 3-2 overtime victory against York College. The Lions had been winless in their previous 13 overtime matches dating back to 2010. Freshman Sean Etheridge scored the golden goal for the Lions in the 103rd minute. The team now has a 4-1-1 record in non-conference play. The women's tennis team defeated the Richard Stockton Ospreys to extend their New Jersey Athletic Conference win streak to 150 matches. The team only lost one set on the day, winning in convincing 8-1 fashion. Field hockey coach Sharon Pfluger reached a personal milestone last Tuesday, winning her 500th career game. In 29 years as the Lions head coach, Pfluger has won 8 NCAA Division III national championships and has 5 undefeated seasons. She is the second coach to win the 500-win plateau, and her .835 winning percentage is the best among Division III coaches. Finally, the football team lost a heartbreaker to FDU Florham Friday night under the lights at Lions Stadium 18-12. The Lions fell behind early, but a pick six by junior linebacker Ryan Lowe got them within 3 points late in the third quarter. The offense, though, was stopped in the final minutes by the Florham defense as they tried to drive down the field. The Lions are now 0-2 under new head coach Wayne Dickens and will have their bye this week. And that's the TCNJ Sports Report for this week. Back to you, Sydney and Kate.
Thanks, Joe. And to round out this edition of the news, we move to our final stories. Last Wednesday, September 11th, the college had its Study Abroad Fair. There were over 15 information booths where students' questions were answered with many guidebooks, brochures, posters, flyers, and more. The International Studies Abroad and Global Links Learning Abroad offer abroad opportunities for students wanting to study abroad during the spring, winter, fall, and summer semesters. The fair was sponsored by the college's Center for Global Engagement.
Campus police were very busy these past few weeks when they received a call about crude imagery drawn on the rear entrance of Wolf Hall. On Monday, September 2nd, they were called down to investigate the incident and afterwards called college facilities to clean up the inappropriate drawing. 2 days later, campus police were called after the fire alarm sounded in Travers Hall. The Signal reported there was a haze in the air and a white powdery substance on the floor. When campus police got to the scene, they discovered a used fire extinguisher, which they immediately logged into evidence.
Well, that's it for this edition of LTV News. If you would like to join LTV, like us on Facebook or email us at ltv@tcnj.edu. I'm Sydney Weinbaum.
And I'm Kate Cartenuto. See you guys next time.